All right, welcome to Team Inspired Fitness Weekly Call. I'm super excited to see all your faces. Every week I start the call with a quote, and we have some, as Brian put, orphans on the call tonight. I love having orphans on the call. It's great. It goes to show that it's really about community and just reaching out when you need to reach out. And it's awesome that we can be able to connect when we need to. So tonight's team call, I'm going to start it with a quote, and the quote is, "Dress for the job you want, not for the job you have." I'm going to screen share in a minute, and I made a PowerPoint presentation for tonight. Tonight's call is a lot about the leadership ladder and the value of it. And I know that a lot of you, because this was me, when I was on my first team call and I was first introduced to the leadership ladder, when corporate brought it out, I was like, I don't give a shit about this ladder. Like, what is this? I mean, I'm trying to climb rank here. I'm steering the bus of my team towards rank. And if I unload the leadership ladder on them right now, they're going to be like, wait, what? And really what it boiled down to is I didn't get the value of leadership ladder. So I felt like I couldn't really explain it to my team. And I've been a coach and a leader that if I don't understand the value of it, if I don't see value in it, I have a really hard time giving it down the downline, giving it to my team, because I want to be able to understand it. So I have been watching a lot of the leadership videos from 2015 for the leadership retreat. And Brittany Leggett did an amazing presentation on the leadership ladder, and the aha bulb went off on me. And that was when I was like, I have to explain this to the team, because I want to start recognizing and I want to start promoting this and really giving you guys the value of it and how it relates. And then when I started going through tonight's content, not only is this about the leadership ladder, but it's really about Success Club and how to get there and sustainability in your business. So with that, I'm going to screen share. Hi, Marilee. I'm glad that you shared your face with us. We were sad. Okay, and I'm going to go to PowerPoint presentation. Woohoo, look at me go. Okay, just so you guys, oops, crap. Hold on, stupid Mac. Okay, all right. Just so you guys know, I can't see you really when I'm in this mode. So right now on my screen, I can see Stephanie, Jake, and Brian. And I think it determines on who moves depending on who can see me or I can see. So if you need something, you need to raise your hand. Crap, hold on. Oh, there we go. Okay. All right. So this is the agenda. I want to talk first about why Leadership Ladder is the map. And really, that rank is just a milestone and not a destination. I want to talk about recognition, and then providing opportunities for up-and-coming coaches and how we lead a team when we don't really know how to lead. And I'm glad that Brian is on this call, because Brian, thankfully, right when we got on, he said, he just lost rank. Brian's been a diamond for 2 years, and he just lost rank. And that's so appropriate to tonight's team call, because that is why I love the leadership ladder so much, because when we lose rank as coaches, it can be detrimental. It can be paralyzing. It sucks. Brian's been a coach for 2 years, and I know that his world is not turned upside down. He has a full-time job, and he's not an insecure person to begin with. But I also know that it just sucks. It just sucks to lose rank, and you kind of got to it feels like, like you just kind of want to vomit a little bit. And the value of the leadership ladder is that we are going to lose rank as we build sustainability. There's so many, and not just as a diamond to an emerald. I'm talking about when you're a 7-star and you lose a diamond because Brian lost rank, that means his upline lost rank. That sucks. And possibly, if she has someone who's counting on her, they could have lost rank. I mean, it's a spiraling effect. So how can you, and so when you get to be a 2-star, 3-star, 4-star, 5-star, it's like, okay, I lost rank, that sucks. But it doesn't necessarily change your weekly income. It just sucks to your ego more than anything. But it doesn't have to change the base of your business. So that's what we're going to talk about tonight. I'm going to go back to my screen share. Okay. Oops. Let's see. All right. Okay. So as I mentioned, a lot of the leadership ladder has to do with Success Club. And if I want to teach you guys how to get on the leadership ladder, because right now on Team Inspired Fitness, outside of myself, we have one person who has consistently gotten on a leadership ladder rung in the last 3 months, and that is a brand new coach, Vanessa Sternick. She's a brand new Emerald, but she has made Business Starter the last 3 months. And why? Because she has hit Success Club 5 or higher. So before we go to the leadership ladder, you have to understand the value of Success Club. So I need to show you proof, like, why is Success Club so important? And I'm going to give you guys this stat. Coaches whose coaches hit Success Club earn 15 times more than coaches who don't have coaches who hit Success Club. I'm going to repeat that. Coaches who have coaches who hit Success Club earn 15 times more than coaches who don't have coaches who hit Success Club. So I wanted to show you guys the value of hitting Success Club, and people learn differently. And so it's important that you see a visual, that you have some monetary, something to grab onto, and also from a recognition standpoint. So how many customer leads have you been given based on Success Club? So I went back and I did this. So based on Success Club, in the last 2 years, I've never missed Success Club. And I can tell you guys this is the #1 vehicle in what has driven and continues to drive my business forward, hitting Success Club. As a result of that, I have been given over 40 customers. The revenue from that is literally in the thousands of dollars. One Success Club lead, which Success Club 10 or higher gives you a Success Club lead, and I know you guys know this, but just for the sake, I'm going to tell you, that is a home direct customer. When we maintain that home direct customer for a year, when we do our job as a coach and we reach out to those leads that are given to us simply because we did our job, if they just stay on home direct for a year, the revenue to us is over $400 in our pocket. But the likelihood, if you have a Success Club lead who's on home direct and they're on it for 3 months or more, if we're doing our job, we're reaching out to that person and saying, okay, hey, guess what? You can save 25%. And hopefully we get to turn them into a coach because we're sharing the business opportunity with them. So really the true value of a Success Club 10 or higher lead I can't even do the math if they turn into a team builder for you. The other value monetarily wise of Success Club is team cycle bonus. For a lot of coaches on this call and listening in, sometimes right when we first start as a coach, our paychecks are 85%, they're 100% retail. We make 25% of everything we sell and that we help people with, right? But when you become a business starter on the leadership ladder, which I'm about to show you, that means that you're launching your team into activity. You're launching your business center and you're about to create a flip. When I first started, my commission, my check was 100% retail. Now, today, it's 85% of team cycle bonus. 85% is team cycle bonus. 15% is just because of retail. And so without even giving you guys the dollar amount, I never ever not hit Success Club. So I'm making 25% of my Success Club leads and I'm still 85% is based on team cycle bonus, based on what the coaches below you are doing. It's truly a team effort. And then there's carryover volume, which I don't want to elaborate too much on. But this is the part where when you start creating Team Cycle Bonus, you start duplicating. And the thing about Success Club and the value of it is sometimes we get like uncomfortable sharing with our coaches why we should hit Success Club. Like it's uncomfortable to talk about. Like, oh, because it's monetarily driven. Like somehow we should be shamed. You make money because of Success Club. It drives your business forward. So therefore we kind of like shy away from really empowering our coaches and giving them the true value of hitting Success Club. But what is Success Club? You're helping other people reach their goals. That's what you're doing. That is nothing to shy away from. So if you're not proudly and without apology promoting to your coaches why Success Club is important and the value of it, we are not doing our job as leaders. It's nothing to apologize for. I'm going to go to the leadership ladder right now. Okay, here's the leadership ladder. So the thing about the leadership ladder, it is truly a map. It is literally, if you do this, this, and this, you will get this. Unlike rank. You can make emerald rank and you can make diamond rank, but how to stay at diamond, you know, how to be a leader, how to reach your coaches can be super subjective. It can be like, well, maybe I should try this. Maybe I should try this. It can be like throwing a bunch of crap against the wall and seeing what sticks. The leadership ladder is a true map of what you can look at. Where are you falling short? So I want to talk about business starter. To be on a leadership rung, to be this business starter, you have to be making $100 a month in commission. You have to have gotten Success Club 5 or higher, and you have to be an active coach. That's it. That's it. You don't have to have coaches underneath you. So just to be clear about that, and I'm going to stop this because this is a really big deal. There are people on this call that are diamonds who did not get to business starter in the last 3 months. They're not on the ladder. And you know why? They're not hitting Success Club. That's why. So it's a true roadmap. So you can look at the downline of your business and say, okay, well, I'm a diamond and I'm making more than $100 a month and I'm a diamond, so I got this category. But guess what? I didn't hit Success Club. So if I don't hit Success Club, I don't get to be a business starter. Right now, I'm a 3-star diamond coach. If I miss Success Club this month, I will not make the leadership ladder, period. It means I'm not helping people. Oops. All right, so that's that. If this is a roadmap, then what that means is that rank is not the destination. It's not. It is literally a stopping point because you can be a super strong emerald and have a ton of coaches beneath you and not be hitting business starter. And so what that tells you, and I remember hearing this on my first leadership ladder call, I remember hearing this. If you haven't made the leadership ladder rung, you have to look at the quality of your business. And I was like, seriously? I have 200 coaches underneath me and I have to look at the quality of my business? I seriously did not get it. I was super annoyed. Just annoyed because I didn't understand. What are you talking about? And it's true. If you are not on the ladder, then what you're building is a house of cards. It means that you're not moving your business forward. You're not hitting Success Club. It means that you can be a diamond for 2 years and lose your rank, and that sucks. You can lose a coach and lose your rank. If you're within 5 coaches of losing your rank, it's a house of cards. One of the best advice I ever got was build a city of emeralds. When you're a diamond, build a city of emeralds. Why? Because leaders create leaders. And if you want to build the business for sustainability, and that's my goal with this call, is to give you guys, how do I be sustainable? How do I make a real income? How do I do this? The leadership ladder is where it's at, and rank is a stop along the way. Okay, I'm going to go back to sharing screen. All right, moving on. So, how do we get to Success Club? Because that's the goal. We've talked a lot about the power of 5. If you guys have noticed in the last couple of weeks, I've really been promoting power hours. I've on the recognition, I've recognized 1 Success Club and not just 5. The power of 5. Sally's coach came on tonight, Heather, and she's in our July Success Club Corner group this month. And today she had this stellar day. And we've been in this, what is it? It's the 20th of July, and I hadn't heard from Heather, and she's in the group. And she had this amazing day. She worked her business for 4 hours, and, she did all the things on this list. She expanded her network. She added to her Facebook friends. She worked for 4 hours, and we were talking, and she said, I can't be like you and Sally. I can't do what you guys do because I'm an accountant. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm so excited I got these few free minutes with you before this call, because Sally and I are not the average coach. And I come from the standpoint, and I bet Sally would somewhat agree with me, that the Heathers and the Stephanies have more to offer in so many ways. They have a step up than Sally and I, because you are not in the health and fitness industry, because you're approachable, because you're coming from, people don't have to, they don't have to get over coming to you as a health and fitness professional. They don't have to be scared. They don't have to think, well, she doesn't understand where I'm coming from. You guys have that. You're relatable. And at times, Sally and I have to overcome being relatable. And so you don't have to be Sally and I. This is how you reach Success Club. This is how you move your business forward. And it's literally 5 minutes, expanding your network, adding Facebook friends. I've been totally powering through this in our team page lately. I've been, supporting the team power hour, and just like every day, who's got time for this, just to get it into our team culture. The power hour structure is this. For 5 minutes, you take 5 minutes and you request new Facebook friends. Literally, we set the super obnoxious alarm, and in 5 minutes, that's what you do. Then, for the next 10 minutes, you send out, hey girls. Hey girl, Brian Saunders, how you doing? I know you're traveling a lot this week. Hey girl, how's it going? You're just connecting. You're just touching base, 10 minutes. And then you take the next 15 and you send out actual invites. And then the last part of the hour is FUs, follow-ups, and Beachbody leads. And then Sally likes to start her power hour with the first 10 minutes of personal development. I like to end my power hour with the last 15 minutes of designing my next power hour. This business is not, can I be Sally Garcia? Can I be Christine Dwyer? Can I be Jen Fuji? Because I can't be them. I am not them. Heather came on and she said, I have diabetes. I'm an accountant. I'm this. I am not you. That is awesome, because so many people are not me and Sally. And so many people are Heather. Like, you have a leg up. And they're going to relate to you. So you don't have to be us. What you have to do, really, to get off the ground, that everyone can do, regardless of what you do in your everyday life, is this, the power of 5. And Heather took 4 hours today. She crammed in 4 hours. So maybe that's the way she does it. Maybe she can only take 1 day a week and she can give 4 hours. That's her structure. It doesn't need to be daily. Decide how you can make your power of 5 happen, because this, you guys, this everybody can do. Everybody. I guarantee you. So this isn't how I can do it. I can't do what she does. What it should be is, if when you look at the power of 5, it's not only can I do this, I can do it better. All right. So I started this call with dressing for the job you want, not for the job you have. And that the other part of that is apples don't fall far from the tree. So for those of you who want to grow your business and you are looking to your coaches to give you something, the things you want from your coaches are exactly what they are looking at you to give them. What you want from your coaches, that is what they need from you. Lead from the front. I don't care if you're a brand new coach listening to this call, leading from the front. You know what that means? Master the vital behaviors. That's it. And I'm so excited that Brian's on this call. It's so funny. He hasn't been on one of my calls for a couple of weeks, and he is like, I get to like he's under the bus right now because he just lost rank. But I know Brian does the vitals. He recognizes his coaches. He is proof of the product. Like, he's got videos galore. They rock. He kicks my ass in showing daily proof of the product. He never misses a Shakeology post, and he never misses a daily workout post. He recognizes his coaches. You know what he sucks at? And I can only do this because he's my friend. He sucks at inviting, right? Like, he'll tell you that. He sucks. He sucks at reaching out. He doesn't do the power of 5. And if he did, he would not be where he is today. I know. I love you. I'm so sorry, Brian. I'm so thankful you're on my call because you guys can put a face to it. He's been a diamond for 2 years. But it's true. And you know what? He'll get it back. But he also knows where he lacks. He makes the choice. He understands. That's why I can say that, because he's my friend. Otherwise, I wouldn't do that to him. So lead from the front. Have you mastered the vitals? Have you mastered them? Because when you look into your downline and your coaches are not hitting Success Club, it's more than likely because you're not hitting Success Club either. How can you ask from your coaches to build you a sustainable foundation when you yourself are not? It has to start from leading from the front, whether you're a coach, an emerald, a diamond, 2-star, or 5-star, period. Set a team building goal every month. And this is the scary part. When I start to ask my coaches that I work with, how many coaches are you going to add this month? They're like, oh, I don't want to commit because I don't want to fail. I'm going to add 4 coaches every month no matter what. I mean, I might not make it. That might not happen. But what that does is it pushes you out of your comfort zone. And more importantly, when you guys put a goal to your pipeline, I'm going to add 5 people to my business every day. I'm going to add 5 coaches to my business this month. That forces you to develop ownership of your business. You must develop ownership of your business. And you guys, this is what this is. You own a business. You are a business owner. Whether you are a brand new coach, whether you're in the health and fitness industry or you're not, you own a business. And what you do with it is up to you. But when you set goals, that gives you a roadmap how to get there. And how to get there is the leadership ladder. You can look at where are you falling short. You can look right at that leadership ladder. Where are you falling short? For those leaders on the call who have coaches in their downline, identify your future diamonds. Who is going to match your effort? Learning to lead and understanding that this is a business and learning how to lead is one of the biggest things that new coaches have to overcome. Because learning how to lead is learning how to communicate with your downline. As a leader, you have a goal. You want to get your rank back. You want to make Success Club. You want to make a lead. You have to communicate that to your coaches so that they say, you know what, Jake, I'm going to link arms with you because I understand what you're doing and I want to go with you. Or I understand what you're doing and you know what, I don't want to go with you. I'm happy to sit over here. And that is so great as a leader when you know that your coaches are like, hey dude, I just want to hang out over here. But thank you so much for reaching out to me because when I'm ready, I know where to go and I know you have a plan. Which brings me to consistency. Okay, you guys, we have to have consistency. That means organizing how you spend your time. Within Team Inspired Fitness, consistently, we have in order of if you just met someone, a free clean eating group, a challenge group, a business opportunity call, then woohoo, you convert them to a coach. Now we've got new coach training. Then after that, we have expanding your network and inviting training. We have social media training. We have all of the opportunities consistent every month for coaches to grab onto when they are ready for whatever they're ready for. And it takes the guesswork out. There's so many times, you guys, I don't have anyone to put into a free clean eating group, but consistently I invite to it. Because people out in the universe, your audience, they're watching you for consistency. There's so many times I don't have anyone to put in a 21-day fix group. We do it anyway. When you, as a leader, when you want to be a leader, lead from the front. Consistently open it up to your coaches and invite them to invite to these things that we have as platforms in our team. They will grab onto it. And here's the biggest secret. This is the best part about consistency and inviting to those key things that we have as a team. When you guys are consistent in those things, it takes the guesswork out of what you're doing. Like so many times you hear coaches, well, I don't know if this is working. I don't know. Maybe I should do this. Maybe I should do this. Well, when have you been consistent? Be consistent for 30 solid days. I challenge anyone listening to this call or on this call to be consistent with the power of 5 for 30 days. That will give you a very clear roadmap of what you're doing. Consistency takes the guesswork out of all of it. All right. As we are closing in, recognition. All right. It's the how, it's the why, and it's the what of that leadership ladder. Okay. Success Club, you guys, is the #1 indicator of current and future success. The small wins. So those coaches on this call, maybe your coaches aren't hitting Success Club, but you know what? What are they doing? Every Thursday we pop on and we're like, let's shout out those coaches who aren't going to make a report this week. They're doing something. Maybe they're not making Success Club, but they're making strides towards it. Or maybe they're on their own health and fitness journey. We have to recognize the coaches on our team for doing what they're doing out of their comfort zone. To celebrate every single Success Club point. Because here's the thing. You can have a coach making amazing volume because they're running orders left and right through their business center. They're ordering challenge packs or programs for themselves, and they're ordering, recovery, and they're ordering Energize, and they have mad volume, and they have no Success Club points. All that tells you is they have mad volume. They're not creating, they're not duplicating, they're not teaching people how to help people. They're just creating volume. Volume is not the #1 identifier. It is Success Club points, period. And to take a look at the end of the month, what behaviors contributed to you reaching your goals? Success Club is all about the mission, you guys. It is the mission. I mean, think about it. When we hit Success Club, we've helped a minimum of 3 people. That's the mission. To stop obesity, to offer financial freedom. So there is no shame in your game when you are promoting Success Club to the people who come onto your team all the time. All right? We have to think bigger to know that no matter who we are and where we are, that we can do this. It starts and ends with Success Club and hitting that leadership ladder, okay? When you climb that ladder, and I'm gonna go back, when you climb this ladder and you're a business starter, it means that you're starting to grow roots. You have momentum. You have Success Club. You're a team builder. You're making $250 a month at bare bone minimum. You're hitting Success Club 5. You're an emerald or higher. And as a team builder, here's the goal. You have 2 personally sponsored coaches hitting Success Club. 2. Okay, right now, you guys.
Hey, Jen,
Yeah.
not hitting a Success Club, getting at least 1 Success Club point.
Yes. Thanks. You're right. Yeah. Thanks. Hitting 1 Success Club point or higher. Yeah. So I constantly float between team leader and team builder. My upline, Ellen, I think she's a 6-star. Right now, she's a team leader. It's not because over here, organizational leader, $2,500 a month, she has that. Success Club 5, she has that. Highest paid rank, 2-star diamond or above, she has that. Personally sponsored coaches with 1 Success Club point or higher, she hits that too. Down at the bottom, personally sponsored team leaders. She doesn't have any. So she can't be an organizational leader. So what that tells her is that's where she needs to go. She needs to build her leaders. Me, I float between team leader and team builder. What floats me is this. I make more than $1,000 a month. I always hit Success Club higher. I'm a 3-star diamond. My week leg volume, I have that. Here's this. 4 personally sponsored coaches with 1 Success Club point or higher. I go between team builder and team leader. 5 rungs on the ladder, and I should be at number 3. I go there because out of 254 coaches in the downline of Team Inspired Fitness, I, at months, do not have 4 personally sponsored coaches getting 1 Success Club point or higher. That should be like a minute of silence for mourning of all the people that we're not helping. 254 coaches that are not getting 1 Success Club point or higher. 4 coaches. And I can't get 4 coaches to hit personally Success Club 1 point or higher. No. It's a roadmap. That leadership ladder, you guys, if you take nothing away, I don't care if you're an emerald or you're a diamond, where you lack on that ladder is where your business is weak, and it tells you where you need to dial in and focus your efforts. I know that my efforts need to be on building the team culture to Success Club, to helping people. And I know that when I do that and when we succeed, that I'm helping this team build sustainability in their business. That's what I want for my coaches. I want my diamonds to have sustainability. I want them to have 2 or 3 coaches be able to quit and them say, it's fine, I'm not going to lose rank and I'm not going to lose any money, because you know what? They weren't even business starters, because you know what makes me sustainable in my business? My business starters, my team leaders, my team builders, period. Leaders build leaders. And so that's the point of this. You want to build sustainability in your business. The point is Success Club. And on that note, we're coming up on Team Cup, which is a corporate event. It happens every year. We have always had at least 3 or 4 teams on Team Inspired Fitness, and this year will be no different. Sally and I are joining forces, and we're going to swap coaches and take on each other's personally sponsored coaches. And I hope that what you guys take away from tonight is that the whole reason we get into this business is to help other people. And if you're doing that, if you're truly doing that and being effective in how you work, then you're hitting Success Club, period. And if you're not, then it's a simple matter of taking a look at what you're doing and tweaking what you're doing. And that's it. So if you guys have any questions on Team Leader Ladder, I'm going to take them now, and I'm going to unmute you, because that is my call. You guys have any questions? I know that was like, Team Ladder is like, so black and white. Sally, do you have any feedback? I'm going to unmute you. Go.
No, I think that was a great call. I mean, I think for me, but we'll add this. I'm not sure what's going on with my team. I try to reach out. I'm very consistent in my team page. I'm reaching down to, 2-3 levels down. Yet the ones that I feel should be leaders or leading are not making Success Club. They're not answering my questions. Like, how can I help you? What can we do different? Every time I reach out, I rarely hear from them. And I do meet. I've only not hit Success Club once this year. One time. When I was moving, I still hit 12. Last month, I hit 11. The month before, I was at 7. I mean, I'm always hitting Success Club. So for me, it's not that I'm not leading by example.
Right.
I'm working. Everybody knows I'm working. And I'm always inviting to power hours. I'm always inviting to your team call. I'm always, making sure everybody knows that we have a team call going on. And so
if you look at, I'm going to go back. If you look at that leadership ladder, then you can look at where are you falling short? Do you fall short in volume? Because if you're hitting, and so that means that you don't have productive people, and it means a matter of how are you inviting and how are those onboarding calls going? And, we talked a little bit about that earlier in the week, those the onboarding of connecting with your coaches and saying, okay, this, it's the I think it's the communication from leaders. I think it's the communication from us, because like you say, you're doing X, Y, and Z. I'm working so hard and I'm doing all these things, and that's so great. But if it's not working, then okay, so how can I do it different? I think it's always in the original communication. And I know what's helped me for sure in changing that is that onboarding, okay, let's have a conversation about what you want out of this business and what that really looks like. And I'm going to be upfront and honest with you. This is what it's going to take. I'm going to put you in this private mentorship group, and this is what I expect. Are you ready? Because then they'll decide. I think it's key. That's so key. Because so many times, I know you know this, new coaches don't know how overwhelming new coach training can be. And they're like, WTF, I had no idea. So I think in past, when we shied away from it, now I'm more I almost want to scare them. And then they're ready.
Yeah.
Type of thing. Yeah. So, Tia, do you have any takeaways?
Yes, my power hour.
Tell me.
I think that the format that you guys have made has been really helpful, and it feels non-pressuring, and I think just really staying on track with that is going to really help move things. I feel a lot of times I really miss out on my posts and other stuff like that, but I think that staying with the power hour is really high on the list for me,
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah.
And I've been getting a lot of positive responses from the messages and the scripts.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah. Sally gets lots of credit for that. She's helped the team come into the power. Yes, you do. Shut up. Heather, look at your cute little baby. Heather, what are your takeaways, girl? I unmuted you.
Oh, I think it's definitely cool to hear what other coaches have to say. I mean, I can hear it from Sally all day long, and I love Sally, but it's you hear it from your mom, and you're yeah, whatever. But you hear it from somebody else, and you're okay, I guess it's true. Because your mom's supposed to love you. Your coach is supposed to love you. So I appreciate our conversation before this call. I think the call tonight was amazing. I thank you for that. I knew about the leadership ladder, and I looked at it, but I'm whatever. But the way you explained it today, I'm oh, what an awesome business tool this is.
Yay! That's so great.
And I love what you said about your power hour, how you end it with how you're going to start your next one. Why didn't I think of that?
I know, but you know what? That's what's so great about the power hour is sometimes just this week, Sally shared with me one of her follow-ups text that she does with Beachbody leads, and she sends if they don't respond, she sends hey, this is Sally again, just so you know I'm a real person, and she sends the wink emoji, and I'm like, okay, that's genius. And it's like, oh, why didn't I think about that? And that's why the power hours are so valuable, because we get to have that insight into what other coaches are doing. And Sally and I talked about this last week. Like, we're like people's moms. We're like Charlie Brown teachers, like, wah, wah, wah. Yeah. And I'll say the same thing that Sally said to you, and you'll hear it for the first time.
Totally true.
Yeah.
The thing with the power hours, though, because I have a full-time job, it's not always a straight hour. Like, sometimes I'll be like, hey, what's up, in the morning. And then on my lunch break, I'll check my phone again and respond to those, and then do other follow-ups. So sometimes my power hour turns out to be 2 hours, but it's broken up throughout the day. So I guess one of my challenges is getting on a Zoom while other people are doing their power hours.
I think getting on the Zoom while other people are doing their power hours is like, when you can do it, it's awesome. And it's just sometimes not going to work out. And as long as you do it, it's that's what's important. So, and I think too, also taking initiative. Like, when do you have time to do a power hour, and putting it out there into your universe, like in the Success Club group, like, hey, I have time tomorrow. Maybe some of you don't, but this is when I can power hour, and you just never know. Yeah. So again, that's like mastering the 4 vitals, leading from the front. Like, why can't we follow you, Heather? When are you going to do a power hour? Maybe we can.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sally's like, yeah.
I know, I saw her. She's always getting on me to start one, but I'm self-employed, so my schedule is flexible but never consistent. It's just, and it's dictated by a whole bunch of bosses instead of just one.
Okay, but
so
see, in this business, you are your boss.
Right, in this one.
And so you get to determine when you can do your power 15 or power 20 or whatever it is. And you got to write it down. It's like, it's no different. If you wanted to feed you like your other jobs, you got to treat it like your other jobs, and you got to write it down in your calendar and make an appointment with yourself.
Yeah, I do that.
Yeah, good. Yeah. I'm going to unmute you, Brian. Brian, thanks for being on tonight and letting you be my example. I really appreciate it.
You're welcome, Jen.
Can you give some insight? Like, do you have any takeaways from the call?
I can just reiterate a few things. It's really about consistency. The whole business is, and I think most everybody on this call knows and realizes that. Is probably experienced when they're not as consistent in the 4 vital behaviors. Your business isn't as consistent either. And I can honestly say over the last probably 2.5 months, my consistency just hasn't been there. I think I went like 6 months in a row hitting, Success Club or more, and then consistency wasn't there, inviting wasn't there, other things took a priority. And when that happens, you don't see it immediately. You see it, 2, 3, 6 weeks later.
Right.
And then now you start back over from, a couple steps back, not from the start, but a couple steps back on that consistency. So that's, it's nothing new, but it's important.
And don't you think on the flip side of it though too, Brian, when you are consistent, that consistency pays you back 2 or 3 months or 2 or 3 weeks later too?
I agree.
Yeah.
We're not going to see that. You plant the seeds and then you'll see the growth, weeks or months or even a year later.
Right.
So,
yes, for sure. Yeah.
But if you're not consistent, you're never going to see that growth.
Right.
Those people just, they don't mature into anything.
Yeah.
So.
Thank you, Brian.
You're welcome.
Okay, Jake, do you have any takeaways? I'm unmuting you.
That leadership ladder is really important, and it wasn't until recently that I, became aware of really what it represented, and it certainly displayed my weaknesses as a coach, and that's creating leaders.
Yeah.
That's where I fall short. So it's a point to focus on.
Yeah, I know that leadership ladder will put a magnify right under what is happening and not happening. And it's so hard as a coach to be like, just take your ego out of it and be like, okay, this is what I got to do. But it's such a great tool, and it's so true. Yeah, for sure. Thanks. Yeah. I think the great thing too is like, you guys know I own a gym, and I've had my business for over 10 years. And it would be like, if one of my members quit, I lost my gym. I mean, well, that's ridiculous. I mean, I could lose a ton of members and my business would be fine, essentially. I mean, if you start losing a lot of members, that creates a whole nother, like, what's happening. But the point is that if I lose a member, it's like losing a rank. I'm not like devastated because I know I'm going to get another member or two. Like, I know I'm on the right path. So shit happens, right? That's what the leadership ladder is. It's a shit happens ladder, but I'm on the right path. Okay. Thank you guys so much for the call tonight. You guys were great.